Okay, we're back. So we talked about strings, basically the introduction to strings. We managed to define strings in multiple ways. We used the plus operator to concatenate strings. We learned how to figure out the memory address of a string. We also remembered that you can glue strings together, and we used the multiplier operator that basically replicates a string n times. Now, besides this, let's see what else can we do with strings. We can index a string. What does that mean? So let's say we have a variable new string and its value is hello world. We can refer to every character in this string by an index, right? So the indexing operator in Python is the brackets. So let's see how we would do that. Let's say we want to print just the first character in the variable new string. So we'll say new string, and then we would use brackets, that's the indexing operator, and inside the brackets we would put the index. The index is basically an integer, and it starts at 0. The first character is 0, and then it continues. So H has index 0, E has index 1, then 2, 3, 4, the space has index 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically from 0 to the number of characters but minus 1. So there are 12 characters. Let me count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 characters in this string. The indices will go from 0 to 11. So we can print a few and see how it works. Let's say we want to print the third one. Let's say we want to print 7. So this will actually be the first, the fourth, and the 8th character. Let's try that. Okay, so we printed the first one, then the fourth one, 5th, 6th, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So O is the 8th character. Okay, so we can print one character in the string, we can reference one character in the string, but what if we want to reference a substring or a slice of a string, right? So a few characters, a sequence of characters that are together from the original string. For that, we're going to use the colon operator as follows. Very similar to selecting just a character, except we're going to say I want all the characters from the first one. Let's say if I put here index 4, it will actually be from the first through the fourth. So I want the characters with indices 0, 1, 2, and 3, but not 4. It's kind of like the range function. I want the first 4 characters. I'm going to say 0, 4. Their indices are going to be 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? We can watch this one too. So we got HELL, right? Let's say here put a 5 and make it a little more friendly, right? Hello. Now you can also omit one of the sides of the slice operator. So we could say print new string, and then here let's say we're going to put here 2, and then we're not going to put anything on the right hand side. That means print all the characters in the variable new string from the one with index 2, 0, 1, 2, so from L, and here because this is missing, it's going to be all the way to the end. We can also say it similarly. Let's say omit the first one. Let's say I want all of them up to 10. Okay, so we got everything from 2 to the end, and everything from the beginning all the way to index 9, basically. Now, if the first index is greater than or equal to the second index, then the result is an empty string. So let's do an example, or a few more examples. So if I say from 5 to 5, or if I say from 6 to 5, right? That's basically impossible to compute. I can't start at character index 6 and go forward but arrive at 5 or at 4, basically, which would be the maximum. So those two would end up with basically empty strings. There are empty strings printed here, but it's kind of hard to see them in the Python console. Now the index position can start at 0, like we said, 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way to, in this case, I think it was 11. And then we can also start from the end, where the last character is going to have the index -1, and then we're going to continue -2, -3, and so on. Let's try a few examples like this. Okay, so the last one is the exclamation point. -2, -3 is L, -4, -5, -6, -7 is the space. We can also slice with negative indices, so we can try combinations here. Let's say instead of from 0 to 5, we could go from -2 to -5. We got nothing. Well, it's kind of the same rule as we had before here, right? Where the first one were greater than or equal to the second one. In the negative direction is still the same thing. If the first one is greater than or equal to the second one, it won't work. Let's see if we say from -8 to -5. Now we actually get O space and W. So same rule as here. If the first index is greater than or equal to the second index, then the result is an empty string.